It has been said that police layoffs are necessary to balance the 2009 budget. We are here today to announce that we have an alternative plan which balances the 2009 budget and keeps all 138 police officers on the streets of Cincinnati providing for the public safety. And in doing so, allowing us to maintain Vortex, homicide investigations, drug and gun units, and all the other services that the citizens have come to rely on from the Cincinnati Police Department and our officers. We are moving that in order to achieve the savings necessary, the city manager deferred the October payment to the Cincinnati Public Schools of $2.5 million that goes into their capital building plan. We further move that the city manager provide yard waste service at least once a month through the fall season. That's being sensitive again to the services we spoke to. In order to make up any difference between the $2.5 million deferred payment and the final number that has anywhere been said from $2.3 million to $2.8 million, the city manager reduce any of the following: take-home cars, City Hall security, Office of Environmental Quality, maintenance on vehicles, the planning department, comprehensive plan, and in recreation department overhead. All of these cuts combined with the deferred payment are far beyond the maximum number we've been given of the $2.8 million.
And simply put, is an effort to reprioritize the public policy statement of this city government, which has been repeated for years, that safety must continue to be our top priority. It's a very simple plan. It's been done before. The county entered into the same arrangement or a similar arrangement with the Cincinnati Public Schools. This is part of the agreement that was put in place some time ago in order to move forward on the stadium deal and the loss of the tax revenue that the schools would experience. The county deferred 4 years of payments, paid nothing for 4 years. That totaled over $40 million, and then reprojected the timeline in which they would pay the schools back. We're not looking at that. This is a much smaller component of that deal. We're talking about one payment, $2.5 million only, that's due in October, and this would be done in close partnership with the Cincinnati Public School System.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bottom line here is that there's no more important thing to this city than our police officers. To lay off 138 police officers, these are not people who volunteer to go. These are the young guys that are just on the force. These are the ones that have the enthusiasm and the momentum, and they've trained and they've been looking forward to this job for years. Those are the people we want to preserve.
Yesterday afternoon, 5:20 in the afternoon during rush hour on Winton Road, just off Winton Road, there was a drive-by shooting that took place. 5:20 in the afternoon, rush hour, Winton Road, one of the busiest intersections of our city, drive-by shooting took place by two schools in the area. You have Clark Montessori, and then you also had Winton Hills Academy. What is more important than public safety in our city schools? Those things go hand in hand, not only from the standpoint of the school resource officers, but also the school nurses. And it's that partnership, that public safety, is so critical to the success of our schools and our neighborhoods. And that's what we have to do here today. I'm going to speak briefly, too, because a lot of folks are saying, well, you're not making any cuts. But we are, folks. We are suggesting cuts, and those cuts include going after our comprehensive plan, $200,000. The school nurses, almost $500,000. Take-home cars, $25,000. As you can see, it's not a lot of money because we're at the end of our budgeting for this year. But you add it up, and we've got over $1 million here worth of cuts, but we don't have a majority supporting it. The Mallory and the majority on City Council, the Mallory administration and the majority of City Council do not support making these cuts.
I'd like to start out by thanking the council members that stand to my left and right here today. I'd also like to thank the citizens of Cincinnati that continue to support Cincinnati police officers in this city. I believe that the number is more like 2.5 million, and that we would just have to look at the school, the 2.5 million that the council members have spoke of here today. I can tell you that I am also of the belief that this should not be 4 members of council and 5 members of council. It is a council of 9. And I can only say that I hope, and I have had conversations with other council members today, that they will look at cutting that $2.5 million and save the layoff of those 138 officers.